There he goes.
I heard something.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Hi. We're in the money. We're in the money.
Yeah. If you're in the top 10%, Trace,
you're getting over a bill.
Yep.
Probably going to be over $2 billion by the time this is done.
Top 10% is $1,140,000,000. Top 25% is $648 million. Okay.
Yeah, just focus on this. Nanoman. Yeah.
Yay!
Alrighty, hello again. This is Trice Majestus, and we're back doing the Relog idiocy. Oh yay! So, sorry I'm late this evening. Real life got in the way. I was.
Have you heard? They increased the impact damage. Odyssey. They a teeny bit too much, but I think it's a good thing. But just not quite as bad as what they raised it to.
Impact of what?
Of the ship, the impact damage. So someone tried whatchamacallit, Mars tried landing a Type 10, and he didn't hit the ground hard or anything, and he just blew up the ship.
Well, that ain't gonna pass the mustard.
Yeah, they need to tone that down a little, but I do believe they really do need to increase the impact damage because it's pathetic at the moment.
No, what they probably did was instead they didn't. I doubt they increased the impact damage, but they softened the ship so that you could shoot them with it.
Yeah.
And of course, that has effects all over the place.
Right, not just there. In combat zones and every place else. And you know what? I've got engineered shields. That should protect my ass.
It should. Oh, well, the Type 10, I doubt the Type 10 had engineered anything. Because that's not his ship he brought in. He brought in his Orca.
Oh, well, whatever.
So, that was an unengineered Type 10.
Well, I think they want us to keep us away from honesty. That's the reason why they're allowing this thing to go up to $2 billion and going up.
Yeah. Well, it's a given.
And I'm happy to oblige.
Yep. Gives us something to do while we wait.
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm probably going to give it a couple of weeks after it goes live before I even look at it. Let them iron some stuff out.
I'll jump in to see how broken it is when it goes live.
What's going on with my eye tracker tonight? It's jumping all over the place.
2TI.
Stop that.
All right. Haven't got that landing pad in a long time.
Galaxy
20,
map?
huh?
Galaxy map? Oh, there you are. Sure, okay.
Last night when we all logged off, there was 1,400 people playing this. Today there's over 3,000, close to 4,000.
Oh, wow.
The higher that reward goes, the more people's going to flock.
Yep.
And what I like about it is, it doesn't matter what kind of ship you got.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you're an expert miner. As long as you got the wherewithal that you can grind your teeth and log and relog, you can be in the top 10.
Yep.
And I'm 2 loads away from being in the top 10 commanders.
Here's the galaxy map.
Wow.
Nice. I'm only a few myself.
I think you're
3 or 4.
yeah, 4. It could possibly 4.5 because you're not filling. You're not going and trading all your stuff down in that one row. So probably take you close to 5.
Well,
And I'm
tomorrow
using
is Sunday.
Jumpolium. I got tired of jumping 2 jumps to the material trader, so it's just 1 jump now. And then I got smart and I had my Diamondback ship down here, where it's got 60 light year jump, and I could park it right on top of this Cobra if I wanted to. I don't have to hunt for a parking spot.
Right.
And that sped up everything. But I am going to sue Elite because I think I'm getting carpal tunnel in my index finger.
The truck landing gear.
Tell them if they didn't screw up the Odyssey that bad, they wouldn't have to distract us by doing something like this.
I'm not going to say shit to them. If I can get $2 billion out of it, screw them. As long as they make it worth my while, I don't care. Do I like to log and relog? No.
Engage.
Charging FT.
But I'm not going to turn my nose up at $2 billion either.
Yeah.
Not when that'll put me close to $8 billion total.
Well, I think I'm going to do the same thing I did last night, which is do a double run.
That's what I'm doing.
So go once, jump to that station nearby, shift everything down I
Yep.
can. Hey, Camille, welcome back.
Just don't do like I did.
What's that?
Forget to shift the atypical.
Oops.
System scan complete.
Ooh.
Not this time, but
Fuel scooping complete.
last night I forgot to shift it, and it was like I was going around it. It says your cargo is full. And it's like, no, I just emptied. No, your cargo's full. No, I just emptied.
Uh-huh.
And then it was like atypical encryption archives, and it's like, damn,
Yep.
forgot about that.
Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Preparing to fold space.
Can you imagine if we get this one going and then jump over on that other one, get that one going? The top 10 commanders could walk away with 4 or 5 billion from this one
Yeah.
CG.
That's not gonna happen though. Too many people are doing this one here and not enough doing the other one.
This one will be done in 2 days.
Actually, the
Unless
other one
they-
has 2,000. Actually, the other one has 2,182 people playing it, and this one has 3,900. So not that big of a difference.
System scan complete.
If they put their mind to it. And some of these top 10 commanders over here will be like, yeah, let's get that now.
Engage.
Frameshift
Either that or we'll break Horizons.
Preparing for
It
jump.
won't work.
Well, I think they know Horizons is broken.
No, I meant we break
Or-
this game.
Oh, we break this game, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Horizon,
Like I said,
not
yeah.
Odyssey.
Right.
Odyssey's broke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Oh,
think
well-
this is their way of keeping us content and happy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can figure out. Because, I've only seen one other CG that went to $1 billion.
fuel scooping.
And actually, the kill warrant isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, not to warrant all this.
The FSD
Needs many
booster was
people.
the bigger deal.
Yep. FSD booster was amazing.
Pressure critical.
Or the double engineered FSD, I guess I should
Yeah.
say. But
Complete.
I hurried my butt off today. My garden, except for the potatoes, which will be here next week, is all planted. So I can spend as much time as I really want buffing up my score.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until your hands become numb. Too numb to do what they need to do.
Well,
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock tonight, I was still in the attic.
I figured you were still working on something, or you were resting or eating dinner or something, because you said you had a pretty hardiest day planned.
And it started out horrible. Engage.
Frame shift drive.
Well, I had the clock ticking on me because tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and it's like,
Yeah.
if I don't get it in today, it may be middle of next week or the end of next week.
Right. Well, I overslept this morning.
2, 1, engage.
No, that's nothing. Everybody needs to oversleep once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I woke up at 1 p.m.
Oh, shit. Did you stay
Ooh.
up later than what you did with
That's
us?
No,
that's more than overslept.
my alarm
Your
was
body
still
must have
going.
needed it.
Wow. You almost
Your
slept
bod-
the entire day.
Oh,
Your body must have needed it, or you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. So,
What's the weather bad outside? Sometimes
no,
that
it
can
was
make you...
today was absolutely gorgeous. It was sunny.
Oh, okay.
It was sunny and relatively cool.
Fuel scoop.
Wasn't
You know,
cold.
Yeah, that's good. No, here it's like 78 degrees, nice weather.
Mhm.
Hell, I went out there in the garden barefooted and was wading around in the dirt. It's like, gosh, this reminds me of when I was a kid.
Engage.
Frame
No,
Yeah, it's
I
nice
was
weather.
Preparing for jump.
up in the attic. Basically, I put in 5 hours in the attic. For
Yeah.
free. I got up
5
to the attic.
hours. Yikes.
It was only 78 degrees up there. It was nice.
Yeah, now's the time. Winter and now's
Yep.
the time to be up in the attic. Never in
Yep.
June or July or August.
Yeah,
Never.
you'll die.
So I've got one camera run within arm's length of the camera,
Yeah.
and I have to do things from outside at this point on that. So I said, well,
Mm.
Fuel scooping.
Well, we would have forgived you if you hadn't to come on. I mean,
yeah,
real life is, real
Yep.
life is.
Complete.
I thought about you, though. I thought really hard about you. And you remember you said the other day that your vaccine got canceled due to some, I don't know. I can't remember the reason.
supply issue.
Yeah. My husband was going to Walmart's, and he passed the drugstore there, Maze Drug or something,
Mhm.
and it said COVID-19 vaccines available to
Yeah.
all. And he went in there and asked what kind they had, and they told him the Modine and the other one, not Johnson & Johnson, but the other one. It's a two-shotter.
Yeah,
what
it's Visa.
Both
Is
of
it-
the other two
is
are
it-
two-shotters.
Yeah, Pfizer.
Well, they had the I know I'm saying the name wrong. Modina. Whatever.
Moderna.
Yeah, it had that shot, and then the other one that was a two-shot. They didn't have the Johnson & Johnson one shot. Anyway, so he just signed up for it, rolled his sleeve up, and kaboom! In 5 minutes he had it, and he walked out. He's got to go back in 28 days to get his second one.
Mhm.
And I thought, man, that's the difference between where you live and where I live. I mean,
Yep.
you want the vaccine? Come on in.
Yep.
Well, I live in one of the most overpopulated places, and they're like trying to give it away here.
Yeah, whatever. They had a supply problem, so.
It's
yeah.
probably the governor or whoever ordered the shit didn't order enough.
No, somebody misshipped it. Some other place got the vaccines for that site.
Oh, okay.
But I will say I do find it strange. Used to when I could or did take the flu shots before I started throwing an allergic reaction.
Mm-hmm.
See, I only live like 8 or 10 miles from the Missouri state line. I could go over there to my local pharmacy and get it.
Mm-hmm.
With this shit, you
Nope.
got to be in your own state.
Yep.
It's like what? You got certain vaccines that only have Oklahoma genetic centers or something? Come on.
Well, I actually, it's because of the tracking systems.
Yeah.
They give you a card. It's not that hard to
Yeah.
track. And they turn it in on your insurance, whether it's free or not, they still turn it
Yeah.
in.
I know. But the tracking is set up by state, and rather than, and they did it quick and dirty, so you have to do within your own state.
Yeah. Well, no, because Oklahoma
Engaged.
will give to the 4-state area, which is Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri.
They're not supposed to.
Well, you tell that to the tribe, because they have tribal members that lives in Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri. And they'll tell you, they'll flung their nose at you and say, huh, so, you gonna stop me? Go on tribal land and try to stop me.
Yep. One of the few things.
But they do give them 2 cards,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever state they're from, they take that card back and give to whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they do the final shot, they give them 2 more cards, and they give it same process.
Yep.
So they can track it. They can track it if they want to.
But
They just want to be jerks about it.
of course.
Hell, even the casinos are getting in on it. And they got doctors and nurses coming in to give vaccines. If you come in to gamble, you want a flu shot? The COVID-19 vaccine?
The only one I don't want is the Johnson & Johnson.
No, I don't want the one shot that gives you blood clots. No.
Yeah.
Because that reminds me too much of the movie, The Andromeda Strain.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, okay. Only difference is instead of clotting up, your blood turned to sand. Crystallized.
Crystallized with silica.
Yeah. But anyways, I thought about you. I thought, well, if you come to Oklahoma, you can get your vaccine.
Mm.
And actually, my husband has had 4 opportunities, one through the company. One, I don't know how many opportunities he's had, but he's wanted to stop and think about it because, he wanted to make sure that, the longer you wait, the more, if there was any side effects, the more they would come out.
Right.
He didn't want to be the first kid on the block.
Yeah.
And then,
Be the guinea pig.
yeah, yeah. But anyways, he kept watching and watching. He looked at me. He says, "Well, what do you think about me getting the flu shot?" And I said, "It's your body, your choice."
Yep.
I said, "I know with my reactions that no, I'm not taking mine." But I said, "I will tell you, it's not the first shot that gets you; it's that last shot that gets you,
Yeah.
that makes you sick and everything." And I said, "If you do happen to get sick and you do give it to me, I'm gonna be pissed." And he said, "Well, okay." That was the only conversation that we had about it. It's if he wants to, that's I have no problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, the
It's
thing
just
is,
I know that
if you
my
react,
allergic reaction, yes. If I react to just a simple flu shot, what the
Yeah.
hell's this son of a gun going to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
and you don't know with the Moderna or the other one, the two that are
Pfizer.
The
Pfizer and
Pfizer,
Johnson.
no, the Johnson & Johnson is different than the other two. The other two are
Yeah.
mRNA, and that is a new technology that they're doing for the first time. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah.
If it works, the 2 shots will give you permanent immunity, not just to this one, but to several other strains.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because the mRNA one hits a broader range than the standard one.
Yeah. Well, and then wonderful, but even in all my time, like I said, last time I had a cold and the flu was that. Now I did have something, February of last year, and I don't know what it was. It wasn't your typical flu. I mean, I felt like shit. I didn't have no energy, and my husband had it at the same time. He lost taste, and he was having a hard time breathing. But I got the coughing fit.
So you both may have
I-
already
I
Could
had
have
it.
been. Yeah.
Right. I thought actually that with some of the symptoms I had, because I mean I was coughing. I couldn't stop coughing. I thought I actually had what old Doc Holliday had, because I thought any minute now I'm going to cough so hard I'm just going to start
Pe-
bringing blood
People
up.
with the coughing side effect cough very often.
Well, I
There's
know.
someone
I coughed
around
so
here
hard.
who had it.
I coughed so
Had that
hard
side
that
effect.
I coughed so hard that I pulled the muscles over my ribs.
Mm.
That you have to do a lot of coughing.
Yep.
So you may well
But
have
it
had
it took me 5 days to get over that, and then it took me probably 3 weeks to even get back to where I even felt like myself.
Odds are you've had it.
Oh. I don't know, and the only way you
Yeah,
can tell is if to go down there and get the things. And you know what?
No, thank you.
I just don't
Yeah,
like giving my blood to people. I just don't know what they're doing with it when they get done with their little test, and I just don't like to give
Well-
my blood to people.
America hasn't turned into China yet.
You
So,
think
I
so?
mean,
Well, it's
Don't-
close.
yeah, we're not too far behind at this rate.
It's close. Oh, and I hope you don't smoke flavored cigars there, Trace.
I don't smoke.
Well, I thought you said you used to smoke pipes or
Nope.
cigars or something.
No, nope. I've never been able to stand cigarettes. I am
Hmm.
actually.
No, I said cigars.
Well, yeah, cigars. Cigars I could smoke. Pipe
I thought
tobacco.
you said you did.
No.
Or pipe or something. I thought you did.
Nope. I have never smoked anything.
Oh, okay. Well, we had a discussion here one night, and I thought you did the way you were talking.
Nope. No,
Okay.
I actually my lungs got ruined with bronchopneumonia as a kid.
Mm.
And they have never been the same since.
Well, anyways, whoever, if anybody smokes cigars with flavors or pipe tobacco with flavors or cigarettes with flavors, well, you're not going to be able to here much longer.
What,
Mr.
they're banning them?
Yep, Mr. Biden is. He's writing an EO order and banning them.
Oh,
And it's like-
that's not going to go over well.
I was like, yeah, you tell that to the Indian
Yeah.
tribes, and they'll flip your nose at you and
Yeah.
say, you go screw a duck.
Well, actually, whatever law he passes doesn't apply to anyone on the reservations.
I know it. Can't tell these white folks this, though.
Yeah.
get a lot
I
of
had a
white
few
folks
more-
looking to get adopted.
Well, it's just like I had a few of my friends says, yeah, and I was like, I said, you guys are morons. I said, you're absolutely freaking morons. And they said, why? And I said, because have you not learned in the past, if you
Yep.
give the government this much control over anything,
They'll just
Next
try and
year it's
take
going to be a
more.
little bit wider. Next
Yep.
year it's going to be a little wider. Even though you don't like the cigarette smokes, I said they got it where people can't smoke in the same room with you.
Yeah, you can't
Call
even
it
smoke in
good.
bars anymore.
Oh, you can here in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
That's state by
I said,
state, yeah.
I said,
Mm.
call it good. You won. Nobody can smoke in a restaurant with you. Nobody can do this. You won. Stop giving them permission to take more freedoms away from us. I said,
Yep.
whether you like to smoke or not, they have just as much right to smoke as you do of not smoking.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
just
I
wish
said,
they could come up with
stop.
some sort of smoke where they didn't, go secondhand to other people.
Well, you know what gets me, and I don't give a crap if it pisses people off, but what gets me is it's all right to smoke marijuana cigarettes around people,
Yep.
secondhand smoke, and don't tell me, well, marijuana smoke don't hurt you. Any smoke you put in your lungs hurts your freaking lungs. Doesn't matter if it's marijuana, doesn't matter if it's campfire, doesn't matter if you burnt the damn grease on the stove. Any smoke you put in your lungs is bad. But they allow everybody to go out and smoke marijuana around everybody, and I'm sitting there going, gee whiz, if I was still building bridges and I was around somebody smoking marijuana, even though I wasn't, and I went to take a drug test and I failed it, I'd have my ass fired because you cannot be under the influence of anything building bridges.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow, that's going to kill a lot of people's jobs and livelihoods.
But there is a silver
That's
lining.
okay. That's okay.
There is a silver lining. There's no way they'd be able to enforce this.
What?
Making cigar smoke illegal.
Well,
but that's not the idea.
That's not the problem,
stupid.
Philip. The problem is if they can make it stick, it becomes a stepping stone for other control.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It becomes a president.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. They keep pushing the precedents to make it make more and more and more things illegal.
Yep.
Yeah. After a while, you're not going to be able to blow your nose in public.
That's why censorship in general is so bad.
Well, that's like when people always laugh because that's why
keep
when
moving
people,
the bar.
Yeah. That's like when people laugh about all the conservatives have been silent. And I said, it's like I tell my friends, yeah, well, enjoy it while you can still talk, because sooner or later you're going to piss them off and you're going to be in the same boat with the conservatives, and then I'm going to laugh my ass off at you. I said, that's one thing tricky about freedom of speech.
Yep.
Is that
it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, and just because you hate what this one says, if you take it away from this one, sooner or later it's going to be took away from that one.
Yep.
Well, they're already getting hit because the whole Twitter and stuff. They're constantly moving the bar farther left, and
if you're a radical liberal Democrat, you have no problem on Twitter.
Yeah, but everyone else.
If you believe in the Constitution and you believe in all that stuff, you have a problem with Twitter.
Instant banned.
But anyways, enough about politics. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
But I was just talking about the shots. That it just amazes me because I know that Trace wants his vaccine and his family wants the vaccine, but he can't get it, and they're freaking like giving it away like candy here, and it's like just don't make no sense.
Nope, doesn't make sense.
That was my bottom line takeaway. It just didn't make sense. If you want the shot, you should be able to get it.
Walmart's are giving them away here.
Well, that's where mine was, except the state didn't send them their supplies for the week.
Yeah, that's another thing that concerns me there, Trace. You get your first shot, you got, 28 days
to get your second
to get the second one. And if you go, if you go over, I can't remember. God, my memory. I read And I heard on TV, which you don't know if it's true or not, that if you don't get it within 7 or 14 days of when it's due, you got to start all over again.
Yeah, it's something
Oh,
like that.
whoa, that's not good. That could be extremely dangerous.
Yes, I was thinking so myself, but like he said, Walmart's didn't get their shipment. How much of that shipment was going to people's second shot?
Mm.
That's my thoughts. But I'm happy you guys are getting your shots. That means that you all are vaccinated, and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Whereas you've got the allergy and can't have it, and that sucks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's life in general for me. It's like, you know what Neosporin is, right?
Mhm.
You probably used
Yeah,
it.
that's
Oh, I use it quite often,
the-
thank you.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't
That's
be
the
around you.
cream that's the cream to help heal wounds, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's an antibiotic,
If-
like bacitracin.
Yeah.
Right. If Tracy
Yeah.
put that on him, I would not be able to go around him.
Oh. You're that bad, huh? About those kinds of things?
Well, if I get it
Is
on
that
me,
allergic to it?
yeah, if I get it on me, I break out. If I happen to accidentally rub my eyes, because it's an oil base, so you have to really scrub your hands.
Yep.
And I mean really scrub them to get the oil off of it. And I rub my eyes, it causes me to go blind. It's just like a white clouds over my eyes. I can't see shit.
Yikes.
How are you on bacitracin? Which
I
is-
never used it.
That's the nearest competitor to Neosporin. It's a different, completely different chemical.
I went back to the old two standbys: peroxide and iodine.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
those will work.
Yeah.
They kill anything.
May make you do an Indian dance for a little while, but blow, damn it, blow. I didn't say go, I said blow.
Iodine is a rather interesting chemical.
Yeah.
It's
It is.
everything.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
Antibiotic, antiviral, anti-yeast. If there's,
And
Hmm?
also a good sun blocker, believe it or not.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, my friend
Oh.
used to take and put baby oil and iodine in a bottle, shake it up, and then rub herself down with it. Yeah,
Okay.
blocks the UV rays.
Nice.
Really?
Iodine and zinc, the fastest way to get rid of just about every virus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Doesn't stop you from catching it, but boy, does it give a boost to
Nope.
your immune system.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like if I sleep. This is really weird. If I sleep kind of sideways and I sleep with my mouth open, my throat gets really sore.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to try just regular Hall's cough drops,
Mm-hmm.
and it really didn't do no good. It's fine. You might as well suck on a piece of candy. But my husband, through this COVID crap, got zinc lozenges.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wake up with a sore throat because I just slept with my mouth open, I can take one of them and 7
Gone in
minutes
5
or
minutes.
10 minutes later, yeah, it's
Mm.
gone. And so we got a great big, huge, giant bag
Yep.
here. Just,
The other one that works is Fisherman's Friend.
yeah.
Or for me, anyway.
I think I tried. I think I tried. I didn't really quite like the flavors they had.
Yeah, they have black licorice. That's the flavor.
Yeah. No.
Ugh, I
Yeah.
hate black licorice.
They say if
I
you
can
could,
eat red
if you could
licorice.
taste it, you don't need it.
Okay.
I like red licorice, but I don't like black licorice.
Yeah, same here.
I never used to like black licorice until I started eating Indian food.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I season food with it, I have no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like eating the black
Straight up. Yeah.
licorice candy.
Yep.
Yep.
No. Okay, I'm going to make my first delivery to.
Yeah. Actual black
Riesling.
licorice is made out of aniseed.
Yes. which is a
And
plant.
yes, and a common dessert at Indian restaurants is candy-coated aniseed.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have some aniseed plants in the back of my property.
Oh, I used to, try, I tried them at the end of the Indian food, and it kind of went pretty well with the spice that I'd just eaten. So, and then I ended up developing a taste for it, and I realized, oh, wait a minute, now Fisherman's Friend always tastes good
Yeah.
because it's aniseed.
Yeah. Well, if you came to my house, you'd probably think that I was some kind of medicine man or witch doctor. I got white willows back there, which is what aspirin is made out of, or used to. Now it's synthetic bullshit.
Yeah.
I've got dandelions, which you can chop them up and have a dose of magnesium. I
Yep.
just there's all kinds of goodies back
Dandelions,
here.
the
Mint.
pharmacy of British Empire.
Yeah.
They brought that plant everywhere because of its
Yeah.
properties.
There's not a thing on it you can't eat. The leaves, the flowers, the roots. Yeah.
It's all edible and prepared properly. There's like 7 or 8 types of medicine that come out of it.
Yeah. And then I've got moss back there, which is good for drawing, like if you got I usually, if I get bee stung, I go back here and get me some muddy moss and put on there, and in a
Draw
few
the poison
hours
out,
it draws the poison out. Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what, Trice? I'm not allergic to that shit.
Nope.
So it just makes me wonder what they put in it.
Well, something that's not native to the Americas.
Yep.
Yep.
No,
There's something that's not even natural.
When I take my flu shots, they ask you, are you allergic to any sulfur-based products? No. Are you allergic to any eggs? No. But then they give me the shot, and then my arm blows up like a balloon. It's like, what the hell's in it besides eggs and sulfur and stuff?
Well, they don't think to ask for stuff that people, that are native descent wouldn't react well to.
Yeah, it's just.
Anyway, I gotta go grab a pair of slippers. I'll be right back.
Is your feety cold?
My feeties is frozen. They've been overwarm all day because I had my shoes on with socks all the way up.
Yeah.
And
now you don't.
Now I'm barefoot, and it's like, no, this ain't good. Be right back.
Okay. Oh my God. I haven't even got one sold. My fingers are already tired.
I'm definitely gonna have to stretch out before bed and maybe take more aspirin.
Oh, Lord.
Because I've been in all sorts of weird positions all day long.
TMI.
Well, lying across rafters.
Yes, it's hard on the ribs and everything else. Yeah.
The ribs, the back, the legs.
Yeah.
I got
neck
all over the backside of my body. I'm definitely going to have to stretch out before bed.
Yeah. Get you some. I always use horse liniment. You probably use something else, but.
Tiger Balm.
Yeah, that'll work. I wonder if I could pay my husband to come in here and sell this shit for me.
Definitely.
They're not even.
And I've got this back massager that we call ET.
ET call home.
Yeah, it looks like ET's head and neck. And the two eyes are the massage pads.
Oh yeah.
It's I don't think they make any more. It was originally made by Home Edicts. My mother-in-law got it for me, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. God, it's awesome. It's got to be more than 10 years now. So I doubt very much they make ET anymore, but I'm glad I still
Yeah.
got one. Ooh.
Ooh, what?
What
Where are you at, anyways?
I'm at Jamieson's crash site.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
adaptive encryptors is full. Atypical, I still need 40. Okay.
That's about 3 trips.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it rolls right. I've been
Yeah.
looking for Elite to nerf it, really, actually.
Yeah. So,
It wouldn't
I mean,
surprise me none.
they nerfed Isanor for some reason. So
yeah, well,
It could have been a glitch.
Isanor was far more
It-
effective than this.
yeah,
It could have been a glitch. Yeah, but look at the distance you have to travel to.
Hmm.
yeah.
It was Diamondback 60 light year jump, and it was 3 or 4 jumps from Jameson.
Yep.
So it wouldn't have been very efficient unless you had a carrier. Oh, Lord.
Won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
Or a new finger. You guys wait. You'll be my age one of these days, and then you'll say, "Oh, now I know what Lynn was talking about."
Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'll just think when you get my age, how much better it will be.
I have a trigger finger.
I do too, except it's on my baby finger.
That wouldn't be quite so bad as having it with your primary finger.
Well, probably not. It's still a witch.
Yeah, still witch, still hurts like hell, I bet. But
Yeah. Well, it don't hurt until because it's bent. So when you reach for something, what do? You jam it.
yeah.
Or you get it in the road. Every time I get ready to cut an onion or something, it's like, yeah, I'm going to slice that puppy open.
Yep.
Because you can't move the damn thing out of the road.
My poor fingers.
Yeah, when you get that as your primary finger and it locks up both that finger and the finger beside it.
Yeah.
And then you try and, type on a keyboard because, you program for a living.
Yeah. It's a witch. It's a witch. It's a witch. It's a witch. It's a witch.
Yep. We hit him.
Yeah, there's no way I can use my baby finger on the keyboard, so I just, move it off to the side and use my ring finger to do everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't have that option. I have to use them. So it sucks.
I asked my doctor and my doctor said if I wanted to go have surgery, he could fix it. And I was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And he said, and I said, I wonder how come I got that? And he said, well, I could tell you, but you probably wouldn't believe me. And I said, well, you are the doctor. And he said, you ran crangs, right? And I said, yeah. And he said, you had levers, right? And I said, yeah. And he said, I bet you used to use your little finger a lot on the levers, right? And I said, well, yeah. He said, the vibration of the crane and then you're using your little finger instead of your whole hand, probably caused it to form a nodule right there on that tendon, and the nodule's growing and pulling your tendon down.
Huh.
And I said, well, just add something else to my building bridges that screwed everything up.
Mm-hmm. Well, anything where you have a repetitive motion that you do for years.
Yeah.
Bound to wear something out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like my doctor says, at your age, he said most people are taking high blood pressure medicine or diabetes medicine or some heart disease medicine. And he said, everything you got because you tore your body up on the bridge. And I said, yeah, I don't need none of that other stuff. I got enough problems as it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. One more run through this.
Oh, you're done with the run?
It don't take us long.
Yeah, and then I'm going to jump 2 jumps to that.
Well, it didn't take me long either, but I've been spending the past hour-ish handing this in.
That's what's going to be the long thing for me, yeah.
When I left the planet, you were still there.
No, I wasn't. What do you talk about? I left a long time ago.
Well, you don't have half of what I got. Well, you do have half of what I got. Exactly half. Because you didn't go and trade at the traders.
No.
So you should be done and on your way back.
It's fast to actually hand those in, though. The thing that takes the long is the tier 5. Even the tier 4 don't take all that long.
What?
To hand in. It's actually pretty fast because it takes 11 pieces a shot.
And it actually takes 30 for tier 5. Or
no,
it actually takes 3 for tier 5, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm saying tier 4 is fast. It's tier 5 that's the slow thing that takes forever.
Well, I have in that line unusual encrypted, and then when I get my 4 and 5 filled, I go to the material trader. I have unusual encrypted full, tagged encryption codes full, open schematic keys full. Then I go out and fill up the atypical encryption and the adapted. So that whole line of 5 items right there is full when I come in here.
Well, that's not good. My ship is sitting here and the shields are taking damage.
Somebody shooting at you?
That's interesting.
No, it's bashed itself into the ground.
Oh.
Well, is it constantly still taking damage?
Well, it's just every couple of seconds the shields flash.
Oh, interesting.
You sure somebody ain't shooting at you?
No,
Did you land on an alien?
Galaxy map.
Did you land on ET?
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
No, ET.
You sure? ET call home.
Yeah, I have a. Where is the? Data trader near crash site. Right. Plot.
This dog something.
Yep. I bookmarked it.
Woohoo! Goody.
Retract landing gear.
66,798.
Well, good. You only need
40,000 more. God damn it.
So you only went up what?
No, I gained a lot. I was at whatchamacallit?
51?
49 or 51, something like that.
66, that's
You guys are way
that's a
ahead
good
of me.
run. I did 2 runs earlier.
I have 8,000.
Come on, buddy.
Yep.
Get
You
get
need
that
to get
pony
to
in gear.
working. Get
Hey,
to grinding.
2 runs a night.
Well, you still may be able to get in the billion, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure I'll
Yeah,
get.
it looks like top 25 will be enough to get it built.
Well, that's good because that's about as far as I'm going to get tonight. Is halfway through the top 25.
Mm. You still have a week to go anyway.
Yeah. What I don't want is the other one to start moving too much, because then I'm going to be spread between 2 of them.
Bearings for jump.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
This
think
one
the
is a
other
nightmare.
I don't think the other one will move much.
Yeah.
Well, if people over here see that they
This
can't
one's
get to the...
too high.
If people over here see that they can't get in the top 10 or the top 25, they'll move over there.
Right. Well,
And
over
they'll
there-
hammer that.
Yeah, but this one's way too tantalizing.
Yeah, well, when I seen it last night, and I thought, damn. I don't chase credits. But damn, I hate to leave $1 billion on the table.
Don't chase credits, but boy, that's tempting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, I mean, we do things, it's not like we
Engage.
hammer hard on mining or something that, is going to give us
Yeah.
a lot of credits.
Yeah.
Right.
And and I'm happy 50 million a whack, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, damn, they're making it too damn tempting.
4, 3, 2,
And then when you left, when I unloaded what I had left, and I thought, geez, I'm 3 runs from being in the top 10 commanders. Damn. It even got tempting. So I finished unloading, and then I went and made sure I got my garden all planted, and I was like, yeah, now if I want to make a run for the roses, I can do it.
Yep. Whereas I just want to make sure I'm, in the rewards.
Well, I just know how long it takes to get to $1 billion. If you're doing trade or mining and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there going, this is monotonous, but it's
But
too damn easy.
yeah. Yeah.
Unless they nerf it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think they'll nerf it because it takes a lot of time to do this.
Well, they may be using this to find out where the easy sites are, so that after this they can nerf the sites.
It could
That's
be.
possible.
There we
That's the
go.
reason why. That's the
First-
reason why when it gets down to like one day good to go,
You'll max everything out.
oh, I'll max all my materials. If I'm gonna do this for $1 billion credits, I'm
Yeah.
gonna max out my materials while I'm here.
Yep.
Yeah, might as well.
Because you cannot count on Odyssey having the same sites, because it's just like the engineers, all the landing pads are below ground.
Yep.
Can't land. Someplace else is different. That people go to here in the Horizons. Someplace else is they can't even find it. It's like, okay. So we better back shit out. And I hate to even think what they've done to the Guardian sites. So, I'd like to have all my Guardian stuff unlocked and fill back up and not ever have to go back out there unless I just want to just walk around and look.
Right. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
But I figure if I wanted to to fill up my cargo. Since I'm 0 on everything, basically, it's probably going to take 6 loads, 6 runs. The ones that'll kill me is the grade 5s.
Requesting docking permission.
Because you can't. It seems to me grade 5s should evenly swap across.
Yeah, just 6 down.
Yep.
All you have is the
I know,
column
but-
swap.
It's just you can't switch from tier 5 to another tier 5. That would take too much.
That's what I'm saying. A tier 5 should swap out with another one for nothing.
Yeah. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Because if they're grade 5, they should be worth the same.
Should. But
Yeah, if you trade
there's
down,
cross
yeah, I can
trade.
understand.
Landing successful. Clear to disembark. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
Well, there's a penalty for cross trading in general.
Yeah, and it's the same on every column. Is 6 per.
Yeah.
So
No,
if
I'm
you,
just saying their mathematics just. But they must use the funny math, is all I can say.
Damn, I was there a long time. It's almost 10 already. I'm about ready to go land at Jameson again.
Okay, now we get to start on the big baby. Only 30 times I have to do that.
The Jameson crash site is almost in the sun. Not quite.
I don't know why it matters. I mean, you can see the little beacons really
I know.
perfectly clear.
I know. I don't like doing things and I like to actually see you. Oh, damn it.
Tyrese, what are you doing?
I'm trading my things down.
Mm. Well, just don't do like I do. Get rid of your atypical encryptions. And your cracked industrial and your modified.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where to put this guy.
I do usually one in anonymous bulk. It seems like the most you get out of it. Besides YouTube untypical. Oh, gosh.
2 for 1. Oh, I know what I can do. I can go here. No, go here. Go here. Then go here. And then...
The duck will be sitting in tall cotton on credits after this one.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go.
To fix this.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Jameson crash site. Go for run 2. Get myself another cranberry soda.
Cranberries! Get your cranberries here.
Oh yeah.
And how did this go back on?
Speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Refract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
What are you having problems with now?
Landing retracted.
One of the panels came off my mouse, and trying to see. It's a fully customizable mouse, and it has things you can adjust and switch out.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. When you have so many moving parts, shit breaks.
Yep.
Around this facility. Please
Ah,
Simple is
shit.
better.
Well, unless you've got hands like mine.
Frame shift drive charging.
you are clear of the station.
Yeah.
Until next time, Commander.
4,
I have,
3,
you know, if you take a full-size piano, okay, each hand has an octave span across it.
Well, you shouldn't have such big hands. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well, that's my problem. So I actually have to get adjustable mice to adjust them up to my hand size. Engage.
frame shift drive
Preparing to
charging.
fold space.
Although
I
I
love how
don't,
you use.
I don't have the largest hands of anyone I've met. That goes to
Okay.
Doug Flutie.
4, 3, 2,
That man has very large hands.
Ah, shit.
fell off the couch.
Ah. Damn thing. This was never even loose before, so I don't know how it came off in the first place.
Well, you've been griping about your mouse for months now. You probably just need to go down and buy you a cheap ass one and be done with it.
But this thing has
I don't
has
care what it has. If it's,
programmable,
disengage.
I don't care what it has. If it's not working right, it ain't worth a shit.
Warp.
I got a mouse that's got a right and a left and a wheel and then 2 buttons on the side. And it glows in the freaking dark.
1, engage.
Well, I've got a
And
Razer.
it does everything.
I got a Razer Ouroboros, and it adjusts up to my size hands and just slightly more. So,
Well, not everybody has big paws.
yep.
Fuel scooping.
But, you know, if you were sitting there and your damn mouse wasn't working,
I'd get
or you
another
bitched
one.
about your mouse for 6 months, you'd get another one.
Yep.
It's like your headphones. You griped about them, then you went and replaced them. No
Yep.
biggie.
I like these ones a lot.
It's like my keyboard. It used to double. Remember it? It used to,
Double B.
no matter what I did, double D, double E, double B. I sent the damn thing back and the factory sent me a new one.
Yep.
If it don't freaking work, get rid of it.
Their debounce circuit was wrong. Yeah. Sometimes that's just a bad lot of capacitors or inductors.
I was talking. They said that there was a group of them that went out that had that problem for some reason. They didn't know if it was something put in backwards, something put in wrong, what? But, you know.
Usually it's an out of spec either capacitor or inductor on the debounce circuit.
It probably came from China, so, you know.
Yeah, company I worked for made a voicemail unit. We got our power supplies from China. Our tech support team nicknamed them frequent fryers. We had a 100% return rate on them.
Yeah. Everybody says, you know, China is all this big thing, and it's like, they've told about all their technology they got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
half the shit
And did
breaks
a
down in
bad
the first
job.
month.
copying it.
Yep.
So, you know, it's like, yeah, well.
Oh, the guy running our production was so happy that he sourced some really cheap power supplies.
Yeah, that didn't last long enough to put them in?
None of them lasted more than 3 months. 100% return rate the first 3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then China's like, not our fault, not our fault, you've installed it wrong.
Yeah, except I got them back and I was in the breadboards had separated. Basically, they used cheap breadboard for their internal circuit board. And they weren't waterproofed. They weren't, they had problems with heat. They had a lot of problems. And extremely, extremely cheap circuit boards. And they just failed. One after another, after another, after another.
Yep. All I know about them is that I had an American crane, and I needed to replace the house bearing in it. And it's only a 600-pound brass bearing. And
Brass?
it's like, wow, okay. Yeah, brass.
A bear?
And,
Baron?
Yep.
Okay.
And the company didn't want to really buy it from the United States because it costs a lot of money. And they were going to buy it from China because it was cheaper.
Oh, God.
And I did some researching on it, and I came up with my findings, and I threw them down on the table, and I said, well, you can buy the brass bearing from China all you want, but you're going to have to hire a new crane operator. And they said, why? And I said, because there's tests right there proving that at least 90% of them fail, and the crane, the bearing splits, and the crane slips.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it kills the driver. Next.
Yeah. Next. Yeah. And they read the stuff I came up with, and I mean this was from the company. This wasn't your tinfoil hat conspiracy bloggers. This is from the company's webpage and stuff they got it from. And so they went ahead and bought the one from America. I said, by the time you pay out life insurance on the crane operator and God knows who else around that gets killed,
Yeah.
and then you get sued by using defective materials,
You're gonna wish you paid that extra penny.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a reason they're so expensive is because they freaking work.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it also had a guarantee behind them. Where China didn't. Yeah, you had a 30-day guarantee.
30 days.
30 days.
Yeah.
Right there, it should blow up alarm clocks right there. Only 30 days.
Most of your shit nowadays is only 30 days. Unless you buy the extended warranty.
Ah.
Oh, well. China can do whatever the hell they want to. I don't care. If it was up to me, just all these countries that bother us, I just level them. Screw you.
Yeah, well, that's true. There is always the glass parking lot solution.
Well, I'm tired of wasting money and shit. It's like some of these countries that we give them billions and billions and billions of dollars every year to and everything. It's like this reminds me of the money pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, after a while, you're better off to burn the damn house down.
Uh-huh.
It's like what they say about boats. Boats a hole that you just throw money into.
I don't know. Some of them are pretty good. It depends. You got you a small little fishing boat. They're not that expensive. Or better yet, just get you a damn kayak.
Well, yeah, they're good, brand new, but once one thing starts going on them, you want to repair them? Yeah, good luck.
Well,
with
that's
that.
the problem is that a lot of people want to be a boater, but they don't want to be the mechanic that works on the boat.
Yep.
But if you have somebody talented enough to work on the boat, it don't cost nothing. I mean, yeah, the parts are a little expensive, but, you know, and if you really look at a boat engine, especially an outboard engine,
Oh
they're
yeah.
pretty damn simple.
Yeah. And cheap
No, they're not cheap.
compared to.
You can buy a pontoon boat for $26,000. Most of that money is for the engine.
Mm.
Engines are 9, 10, 12, 15,000 to put on them boats. Boats is like 4,000, 5,000. If you don't believe me, go to a Bass Pro Shop and go in there and check out the prices of the pontoon boat, and then go check out the prices of a replacement engine, and then tell me how much that pontoon boat actually cost. Been there, done that. Just for curiosity.
So that's what you do on your time off, huh?
I ask the inquisitive questions. I don't say, "Wow, that boat! Wow!" No. It's kind of like the bed. You buy a bed, yeah? Okay, you buy the mattress, then you have to buy the box springs, then you have to buy the frame underneath it. Okay? Really? But you need all three parts to make it a full, complete bed. Well, yeah. Then why am I buying it in parts?
Yeah.
I've
There's a
never
lot-
figured that now yet.
Well, actually, I understand that. Last time we bought my daughter's bed, we kept the frame and box and just bought a new mattress.
Yeah. Mattresses don't last as long as the bed or the bed spring.
No, the bed and the box generally, last you 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
The mattress, you need to replace every
Yeah.
8 to 10.
I had a bed that was over 20 years old, and it slept better when it got 20 years old than it did when it was new.
How did you manage to find one of those?
I don't know. It cost an arm and a leg when I first bought it. There wasn't no way I was going to throw it away after 4 or 5, 10 years. It's like, jeez, wasted money. I do know one thing. I do not like feather beds, mattress. No. Those pin feather thingy bobbers poke you here, there, and yonder, and it's like, Jesus whiz. Okay. Ta-da, I'm done. I'm sitting at 98,000.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I mean, I'm not done for the night. I'm just done unloading. I'm gonna rest my hand before I fly back, or I'll crash my ship.
Back to the main menu. Back to solo play.
But you guys know me. The CGs is like just barely get in there and call it good. But this one is just too damn tempting.
Well, that's the reason I'm actually spending time on it, is because I know it's so tempting. So other people are just going to push the stuff up.
And you're
Yeah.
scared you're going to be pushed out?
I don't want to be pushed out. Correct.
Oh, oh, the other one took off here a little bit too.
Uh-huh.
It's up to 500 million, the top 10 commanders. But I'm sitting pretty good in that. Okay. I think I'm done. I better make sure I emptied everything. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing. Oh, jeez. Glad I looked.
Now that's interesting.
But
My mouse is working considerably better without that piece on. Okay, maybe... that's odd. That's just a side panel, though. What the hell? Oh, well.
may have been dragging. I don't know. All I know is that you crap about your mouse more than anybody else I know in the world.
Well, I can't say that. Thank you.
What?
I have a lovely wife.
Oh.
And
Well, hello there, wifey.
She brought me goodies.
Goody,
Nice
goody,
of
goodies.
her.
I'll be right back. I'm going for coffee before I start this next
She
trip.
spoils me, Rot, and I love it.
I hope you tell her you love her often. Then.
That is... I do, but not often enough. I need to be more often. But yeah, the security system, I've been working week after week after week. My God, I've been working on this thing for like 2 months, trying to get it in. And, I finally got all the wires into the attic, one wire within arm's reach of the camera location, and the others making their way.
So that's what you've been working on up there?
Yep.
It's a security system?
Yep.
You have a lot of people breaking into the attic or something?
Let's just say we're not that far from a bad section of the next city over.
Oh, okay.
So we, from time to time, have imported violence and imported break-ins and stuff like that. So, we'd like to have a security system running.
Okay, fair enough.
We've been lucky so far. Our house has...
My security system is a sword. Some people use a gun. I mean...
I can just see Philip.
Some people have a dog.
Yeah, hold still, you son of a bitch.
Some people have a dog.
I have 4-pound throwing axes.
There you
I have
go.
a 9mm that I can step back a long ways and shoot anybody. And if I don't want to do that, I get a 410 shotgun. And if I really want to reach out there and touch somebody, I get a 30-06 with a scope.
Jesus.
Reach out and touch someone.
Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. Yeah.
Well, it's just like my doormat says. It says, if you came here to cause problems, remember this. Before you even attempt to do anything nefarious, make sure that you're right with God, because I'm giving you a one-way ticket to see him.
Yeah. When we first moved into this house in 2004, there was a problem house on the street that had been shut down by the police, and
that kind of problem, huh?
yeah.
They never shut them down. You got
no.
stragglers. Yeah, it's you got stragglers that'll still come to that house,
Looking
either
for
not knowing or not caring.
Looking for a hit.
Yeah, and one of those threw a rock through my window at the back of my head when I was sitting here in my office playing video
Ouch.
games. Luckily, they hit the crossbar in the window, and so it missed, although I did get covered with glass shards. And I asked the officer what I should do if this should happen in the future. And he took a look at the weapons that I have hanging on the wall behind me. Said, go ahead, use it, we'll deal with the paperwork. Live free or die.
Nice police.
Well, it's just like this. A
Homesteading
rock
law.
is a weapon. A rock is a... You mean the Castle Doctrine?
Castle Doctrine is alive and well in the state of New Hampshire. Yep.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's right. You're in New Hampshire. Yeah.
Well, in Oklahoma, the Castle Doctrine is with you. So if you're in your car or you're at your business,
Yep.
or if you're at your house, the Castle Doctrine is in effect.
Cool.
And then they passed a law the other day that if BLM or Antifa block a road and you feel threatened, you have every right to run through them to feel safe.
Yep.
Well, not
Great
quite
law.
those words, but
no,
if you feel like you're threatened, you will not be charged with any kind of injury to somebody or a death to somebody, for the simple fact they shouldn't have been there in the first place. And it's like, I keep remembering what my dad used to tell me. Lynn, don't play in the road. You're going to get run over.
Yeah, whatever happened to people's parents telling them that? Because no one ever told these BMO people that.
Well, actually, if you go look on any state records, the DOT has a law stating that if you block a highway, that's a federal offense. If it's a state or interstate.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they don't go out there and just arrest the herd and throw them in jail and charge them $1,000 fine.
Same reason a lot of the DAs are just letting people out and refuse to prosecute them.
A bunch of liberal hacks.
Yep.
But you let Trace jaywalk, I'm sure they would throw a fine.
What the hell happened?
You went offline.
Damn, I exited the... come on. Bloody hell.
You exited the game instead of just I done it. Don't worry about it. Hell, I've been in the battles in the arena getting ready to do CQC, and it's like, where the hell am I?
So the direct quote from the officer is that if someone is doing a crime on your property, drop them. We'll deal with the paperwork later.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be threatening me. If they are committing any sort of crime on my property, I can drop them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's just like the officers around here tell me, Lynn, you live so far out in the county, it takes us 30 minutes just to get to you. Anything can happen in 30 minutes.
Yep.
You got to protect yourself until we get there.
Yep.
As he said, if we're in the south part of the county, it's 30 minutes. Okay. And they were like, what do you mean? Okay. And I said, open hunting season. And they just kind of look at me, and I said, well, I'm not going to hunt anybody. They're going to have to come here.
Yep.
And then I heard, Biden says, well, shoot him in the leg. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yep.
I'm not going to try a
Do you
trick
know how
shot.
hard? Do you know how hard it is to shoot somebody in the arm or leg? Your
Yeah.
best bet is aim for the mass.
Center of body mass. Yep.
Yep.
Don't headshot, because that's even harder.
Yep.
When they say, well, he was shot in the back of the head, and I was like, that was a lucky shot.
See,
That's at
see,
point
the
blank.
people who make these silly statements act like everyone's like a trick shooter, and they can actually not only do that all the time, but do it under pressure all the time.
Or
like-
do it running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's not like people are standing still.
You don't. Yeah, and that's another thing. He's wanting to do away with this and that and this and that. And it's like I tell folks. I said, do you think the criminals and the drug cartels are going to give up their guns?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I
just-
said, if you think they give a shit what Biden says, you're nuts. They would actually enjoy it, because then we're
Yeah.
all unarmed. It's open season.
target-rich environment.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's what happened in Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, something recently happened in Australia?
No,
Good.
this was a number of years ago.
Oh, no. When they took their
okay.
guns away, they bought them
Hmm.
back. And it's like, how can you buy something back that you didn't buy in the first place?
They had a gun repurchase program by the state in Australia, and because there was a gigantic massacre, and they televised it so much and made it look so horrific that a large number of the people who owned guns turned their guns in, and the next thing you know, the violent crime rate went through the roof, because everybody,
Yep.
the criminals didn't do that, only the law-abiding citizens, and so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was
And
a
it wasn't a law-abiding citizen that did it.
Yeah, exactly.
target-rich environment. I mean, the criminals had a
Let's see,
heyday.
a criminal did something, so let's punish the law-abiding citizens for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes sense.
Well, that's like the idiot that went in and shot the massage parlor people.
Hmm.
He was on FBI's wanted radar.
he should not
He'd
have been.
been reported a year before.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, if our FBI would stop trying to convict people of bullshit
Yep.
and actually do their job
Oh no, they
and
don't.
stop getting in the political arena.
They won't want to do that. They want to make all guns illegal for everyone first.
Yeah, well, they can.
It's
But here's the kicker. The politicians themselves who are trying to be anti-gun also have guns. It's like,
and higher armed
hello?
security. Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they can
that
hire
too.
2 or 3 big bad boys carrying guns around to protect their ass.
yeah.
What I love about it is it's now coming to fruition. I knew it would, but I never opened my mouth and said anything, because, everybody's already got their little
Yeah.
P's and Q's. But January 6th at the Capitol building, where they were saying all this crap and everything.
Yeah.
See, I'm a realistic person. I look at 360 degrees of a thing before I ever open my mouth to say anything.
Hmm.
And I watched the hearings, and every time they'd open their mouth and they'd show a video clip or a news article or something, I'd say, okay, where is the Capitol, inside and outside the Capitol building, live footage? There's a camera in
Yeah.
every corner. There's nothing that happens in that building that isn't on a video
I
with
know.
sound. Not in
Yeah.
the rotunda, not in the chambers, not in the halls. The only place there is no cameras is in the bathrooms,
Yeah.
or maybe in the personal offices of some.
No, there's cameras in there too, I assure you.
Well, I've really not been in them, but I have been in the Capitol building. I've walked the halls, and I went to the chambers and stuff on a tour.
Yep.
And every time I glanced up, there was a camera.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there going, release the Capitol footage. Release the outside, release
they
the
won't.
inside. No, they won't, because
it would go
isn't
against their narrative.
There you go.
They want to make it look as bad as possible. It's like what's her face saying how she felt threatened when she wasn't even in the Capitol building.
Oh, you're talking about my sweetheart,
Cortez. Yeah,
AOC, who didn't even know what a garbage disposal was used for. Or that there were three branches of government. Oh, yeah, okay.
My Lord, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm done. No politics.
Yep.
Can't have politics.
Nope.
Although Elite's getting pretty political. If you read some of their Galnet articles.
Yeah, it is.
Just let me fly in peace. Coming into the crash side.
Okay, one of my materials is full.
What?
Tier 5. What happened?
Well, I was coming into the crash site, and all of a sudden it says it's on the back of the planet. But I'm down here. Oh, there it is. It was over the hill. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sometimes it does that.
No line of sight.
I have. Yeah, well, I have seen it where it shows that you're coming in on it, and then all of a sudden it pops to the back, and then you have to come out of it and go up and around, and I thought it done it to me, and I was like, I never had it happen this close to the ground before, though. Okay, where's my beacons? There's the beacon. Okay, beacon.
How many more? Atypical encryption archives at 150. Adaptive encryptors capture at 100. Oh, I think I'm done. Okay.
Yeah, you're done.
Now it's off to no man's land. Sitting in his no man's land.
This time I didn't even lose my ship. It's still here.
Knock on wood, I haven't had that problem yet.
Oh, I do it because I got the button for dismiss.
Oh,
ship.
you mean... Yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about now.
So is right next to another button I have to hit, and then I sometimes miss.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, there goes my ship. And then a few minutes later, I'll hit it again. Here comes back my ship. There goes my ship. Here comes back my ship. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
I'm down. And she's down.
Ring of fire. Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I met that man.
Oh, did you?
Yep. He had a lot of friends over here at Welch, Oklahoma. That's where he used to hang out if he wasn't singing.
Yep.
I've met a few famous people.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't do it like this in an old school auditorium with a potluck dinner.
Nope. We're track landing here.
I mean, you couldn't have got any more redneck or hillbilly if you'd have tried. Oh, gosh. Him and June Carter.
I met Mr. George Sumner of George Sumner and the Stamps. At one point, he was the Guinness Book of World Records deepest singing male voice. he's since been surpassed. in
Yeah.
that. He's
Oh yeah.
He is also the man famous for saying Elvis has left the building.
Oh, is he?
That was
Yeah.
his. That was one of George Sumner and the Stamps opened every concert for Elvis, and
Okay.
George Sumner was the one responsible for saying that at every
Yeah.
Oh,
concert.
okay.
Um,
Well,
So-
he definitely made an impression. 'Cause that thing's
God.
still around in live.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it was,
And boy, you bring up some bad memories, man.
sorry.
I remember. No, I remember standing in line in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Elvis was coming to Tulsa, and I was standing in line to get tickets to his concert, which was going to be like the next month. And I was next to run up to buy my ticket when it was announced that
So
Elvis
how?
had died.
Oh God.
Oh, yikes. What a bad
I went
way to
ahead-
hear that.
And I went ahead and I thought, you know what? What the hell? I got up there and
What?
the lady says, we're not selling no more. And I said, I'm here to buy a ticket to Elvis Presley's show. And she said, didn't you hear he passed away? And I said, that's even more reason for me wanting to buy the damn ticket.
Yep.
I said, his band and him will get a percentage of it, or his estate will get a percentage of it.
Yep.
Engage.
Preparing to fold space.
So I got a ticket here somewhere in the drawer. And it was the first time I'd ever seen him. I thought, well, he's close, so I'm gonna go.
Yep.
And then the damn fool
You
died.
still have the ticket?
I absolutely do.
Oh yeah, that doesn't
Wow.
surprise me.
That's probably an extremely valuable ticket.
I have a photo of Joe Montana autographed by him.
Oh,
We had the same back surgeon.
Uh-huh.
And George
that's an
Brett,
interesting way to meet someone.
George Brett, the baseball player,
Yep.
him and I met him in the office too. Him and I had the same knee surgeon. Met more celebrities
God.
trying to get parts of my body put back together than I ever did just being out in the real world.
Fuel scooping complete.
Are you a millionaire that I don't know about? Paying for some overpriced surgeons or something?
No, they don't go to overpriced
No.
surgeons. They just go to the best ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
The best ones are not
and my
necessarily
insurance
the
paid
most.
for it,
Yeah.
Mm.
so
Engage.
Frame shift.
Charging FTL.
I'm not a millionaire, but I'm well off, and I don't have to work another day as long as I live.
One of the physicians I had was also a physician for several of the local sports folks.
Yeah,
Never met any of them in his office, but
well, I would have thought they'd have been, kind of after hours or something, and, I was the first one there and was there, in the office at probably 45 minutes before time because he asked me to come in early. And wasn't nobody in the waiting room, and I sat down, and pretty soon this guy walks in, and I thought, damn, he looks familiar.
engage.
He sits down there, and I looked at him, and then looked at the magazine I was looking at, looked back over at him, and looked back at the magazine, and he said, you think you know me, don't you? I said, you got a familiar face, that's all I'm going to say. He said, you like football? And I said, absolutely. He said, who's your favorite team? And I told him. He said, well, I happen to be their quarterback. And I turned around here and fully looked him right square in the eye, and I said, oh, well, the shoulder pads and no helmet kind of throwed me off.
Fuel scooping.
And he looked at me and just laughed. He says, what are you here for? And I said, well, I'd like to say we're here just to meet football players, but I said, I got 5 ruptured discs in my back. And he said, this doctor here put me back together. He said, I broke my back playing football. And I said, yeah, I remember that.
Fuel scooping
He said, this doctor's a good doctor. He said, he fixed my back and I went back to playing football, so that should tell you how good he is. And I said, yeah. I said, I do think there's a couple of dollar signs between me and you, though. And he said, he's not here for the money. He said he likes the money, but he's not here for the money.
Engage.
Frame shift
And I
drive.
said, I'll take your word for it. And he said, he'll do you good. I said, okay. And then the guy come out and says, hey, Joe. He said, hey. And he went back in there, and I was like, okay, well.
Yep.
We'll see.
4, 3,
He fixed it.
1. Engage.
But like you said, you have to keep up and keep working on it, because once you go in there and fix it, it's never the same. So,
Yep.
he said they'll last about a year to 5 years, depending on how hard you are on them.
Fuel scooping.
And I said, yeah, I know you can't talk about potions, but how many times did Mr. Montana come in here? And he said, more than you and I know. He said, that boy's hard on his back.
Fuel
And I said,
scooping.
I bet.
Warning. Temperature critical.
I said, all it takes is a couple of them defense tackles. Yep,
Yep.
there you go. Well, I sit there and went my back.
Engage.
Frame shift
Preparing for war.
Well, like I said, I've met a few sports folks. I've met a few singers. I've this, that, the other thing. Ran into
4,
oh jeez, what the heck's his name?
2.
Ran into an actor climbing a mountain.
Oh, yeah, I think you're the one. Yeah.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say the zombie guy.
Ran into Woody and his bodyguard up the mountain. I think he was surprised that he obviously realized I recognized who he was, and I just gave him a nod and kept going
Fuel scooping.
because that's etiquette on the mountain.
Well, not
Yeah.
only that, but, he's a human being, too. He's entitled to his, his privacy.
Yeah. I think he was just surprised that I just said, "Have a good day."
Yeah.
He gave me the funniest "Have a good day." It was kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
But,
I've seen, yeah, they get mobbed so bad they have to change
Yep.
their hours of
It's
when
so
they do stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I mean, it used to-
getting the camera shoved in their faces.
Well, it used to annoy the hell out of me.
everywhere
Just,
else.
If you were around when Elvis Presley was alive, he couldn't go to the store. He couldn't go for a walk in the park.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
couldn't do anything.
Not dressed how he dresses, that's for sure.
Well, he
He
couldn't even
needs to
dress
go
in jeans
in
and a
disguise.
t-shirt. Yeah, he'd have to. Yeah, but it's like I've met him in public, and I've had a few of them say, "Well, you're not like the typical
Yeah,
fan,"
because
and
you're
I
not like fawning
Yeah.
over him and everything.
yeah, you'd give him a nod and go on.
Yep.
Yeah, they're entitled.
Well,
Hell, I met Hillary Clinton twice.
Mm.
I met her once when her husband was still the governor of Arkansas right before his presidential run. And then I met her in D.C. at the Capitol building. She was the senator of New York.
Yep.
And even though it was like 5 years difference from the time, or 4 years, 4 or 5 years difference between the time to time, my opinion of her never changed.
disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
She's a cold-hearted bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes,
she is.
she is.
William Jefferson and Billy came to our job site in Hot Springs, Arkansas to bless it, christen it, whatever you want to call it, to open it up. It was a big thing. He walks out there, he's got a polo shirt on and jeans, he's smiling at everybody, waving at everybody. And here comes Hillary behind him in a black pantsuit. Has the most-
You hear the theme from Jaws going.
Yeah, I mean, she was like she could be anywhere in the world but here, and she'd be totally happy.
Well,
But
I mean,
anyway, they walked by us and all that stuff, and you know, I had my hard hat on it, and I have long hair down to my waist, but I've got it put up underneath my hard hat, so you can't tell if I cross my arms over my chest, you can't tell if I'm one of the guys or one of the girls, especially with sunglasses and stuff on, you know, and mud and concrete and everything else. But anyways, he was like, wow, this bridge looks awesome, you know. And then she's like, Bill, or no, she calls him William. I'm ready to go. He's, oh, just a minute. And, you know, he came around and was introduced to all the crew, and he got up there and he was doing his little thing, and it's my turn, and my superintendent says, this is our crane operator, Lynn. And his eyes got as big as silver dollars. And he said, Lynn? And I said, yeah.
That doesn't sound like a man's voice.
And he said, you're a girl. And I said, I just busted out laughing. I said, what gave me away? What was the first clue?
Oh, God.
And he spent 30 minutes sitting there talking to me. He said, can I have a picture with you? And I said, I'd have to talk to my publicist about that.
Oh, God. I love it.
And he says, what do you mean? And I said, and then my boss said, yeah, he said, everybody treats her like the great white buffalo.
Oh,
he
God.
says, well, I've been everywhere, or a lot of places, I would think. And she's the first female bridge construction worker, crane operator I have ever met. And Hillary's about 4 steps behind him, just rolling her eyes. And then I said, yeah, some people can't just wear black pantsuits and act like a bitch all the time.
Oh, man. The jump point is behind the gas giant now.
And Bill's eyes twinkled, and he says, no, they can't, can they? Thank goodness. But anyways, and then, like I said, 4 years later, I seen her. She was on the floor, and she was a senator. She was on the floor, and she looked up. I was up in the gallery, looking down.
Saw you.
And she looked at me. She looked at me, and then she looked back at her papers, and she looked back up at me again, and then she just smiled. And I thought, surely you don't recognize me. Yeah, she's a cold-hearted woman. I mean, I'm hard, and I'm tough, but she just, humanity left her a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really getting to be annoying.
What?
What's wrong?
My eye tracker is misbehaving rather badly.
Well, you don't need the eye tracker to.
Yeah, it's because I'm tired. My eyes are kind of drooping, so it's like jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
Does it every time I get too tired, so...
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, this is... Hell, you know, it's... Some of the, you know, hell, I met Don Rickles.
That was
or Nicholas Rickles.
That must have been
he was an annoying asshole, just like he was on TV.
I wish I'd gone down into Boston the day Shaq was just hanging around on the benches at Faneuil Hall.
Yeah, I was at Las Vegas, and I was walking into the Aladdin. Because they have a full sculpture made of ivory of the Taj Mahal under glass. You can't touch it or anything. But I was going to look at it because, I'd always heard about the Taj Mahal as I was growing up in history and stuff.
Yep.
and I was getting ready to go through the doors. Well, I went in, and he was coming out, and he ran right smack dab into my chest.
Of course you did.
And I said, "Excuse me," and he said, "Yes, excuse you." And I,
Oh shit!
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
what? And then I just shook my head. You know, I was like, I'm not gonna get into it, this guy. So I just took a step over and started to go again. Well, he steps in front of me,
What
and
an
we run into each
asshole.
other again. And I said, "Excuse me." He said, "Excuse you." And I looked
My
up, and
God.
I seen who he was, and he just had this, I don't know, it's just kind of like belligerent look on it. So I stepped over another big, large step out of his way and started to move, and he stepped in front of me again, and I says, "Will you please get out of the road?" And he said, "Well, what will you?" And I said, "If you'll get the fuck out of my road, I'll get the fuck out of yours."
What?
And he said, "You don't know who I am." I said, "I absolutely know who you are." And I said,
You're
"You're
an
just as big a
asshole."
jerk in real. You're just as big a jerk in real life as you are on TV."
Yeah.
And he just grins real big, and he says, "Well, that's a first." And I just, I just kind of looked.
You should have said, well, it won't be the last.
Anyways, I just kind of circled around him and had him where he was on the outside and I was on the inside. And I said, I would say have a good day, but I'd be thinking that'd be stepping a little bit over me being
Like,
forgiving.
yeah.
And he said, "I've never had this happen before." And I said, "What the hell are you?" He said, "Everybody, they always recognize me, and they always want my autograph, and they always want a picture took. I said, "I don't want shit from you except you out of my road." And he just cackled. He just cackled. And I said, "God, you must be crazy." And he says, "Yeah, people tell me that." But I shook my head and went on in and was taking pictures of the Taj Mahal and stuff. And pretty soon, one of the concierge, or whatever you want to call the people in the suits and stuff that walk around, walks up there and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Did you happen to bump into Mr. Rickles at the door?" And I said, "Yes." And he says, "Ah, okay." So he has this big bag, and he hands it to me. And I said, "What the hell is this?" And he said, "From Mr. Rickles. He said he wanted to say thank you for such an entertaining time at the door." And I said, "Are you kidding me, right?" And so I looked inside there. I looked inside there. There's tickets to a play. There's dinner tickets to some fancy restaurant. And there's some vouchers to play the casino games and stuff. And I was like, is this guy for real? What the hell?
He has it so easy.
No,
Anything
it's
to
actually
break up them.
It's so rare for one of those guys to be treated as a human that they tend to, like, that reality check. That's really, thank you.
Yeah.
He really meant it.
Well, it's. I even told the concierge, I said, "I think he's crazy. Has anybody did a welfare check on him or anything?" Jeez. So I got to see a complimentary show. Got to have a beautiful steak and baked potato. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Stop talking about steaks.
And then went and played, a few of the gambling. So my trip to, and I still got the ticket stubs and stuff from that. But no, I didn't get a picture of him. I didn't want a picture. I was too busy.
Yep. It surprises the hell out of them when someone just treats them as a person rather than, "Ooh, Mr. Celebrity, sir."
Hell, I treated people. You know who I treated the person in my life?
Who's that?
Was Red Adair.
don't recognize.
You know
the
who
name.
Red Adair is, right? The
Nope.
guy that used to put out all the oil well fires.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
John Wayne even made a movie about him, the Hell Cats.
Yep.
I met him
Oh, nice.
at a job site because we had run across an old gas well, not a line, but a gas well.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay, that could have gone bad
And
easy.
and they had just covered it up. With, had covered it up with dirt and shit. And I uncovered it with the dozer, and I was like, oh, I gotta go down another 2 foot. That means I gotta take that thing out. And I don't know if it's still alive or not. So he came down there and he checked it out and everything. And he was there, and it was like awe-inspiring because, I had followed him. Because before I went into bridge construction, I thought about going, get trained and go to work for him. But, and then after he worked on that one job site, he gave me his card, and he says, if you're ever in need of a job, he said, let me know.
Oh wow. Must have impressed him.
Just details. I kept, like I said, I kept diaries and stuff of everything that happened, how deep, how whatever, on drilling and stuff. And he said, you can't hardly find people that do that anymore. He said, the
Meticulous
paperwork
attention
always
to
sucks.
detail.
Yeah. But, it was really, and the stories he told, oh my God. Whether they were true or not, I don't know, but they sure did sound good.
Yeah.
But he came out there and he brought his crew out there, and they set charges around it, and had all their equipment in case it was live that they could put it out again, and they blowed the damn thing up. He asked me, he says, how far do you got to go? And I said, I actually need to go 2.5 feet below here. He said, 2.5 feet. He said, if I gave you 4 feet, that should be enough clearing, right? And I said, oh, absolutely. That gives me 2 feet of backfilling. Yeah, that'd be perfect. He said, okay. And he said, if you need more, he said, it'll be, it's a done deal. It's gone. So he said, you could dig it out. There won't be no danger. And I said, that's cool. So he blowed it up, blowed it down. And this is how good the man was. He gave me 4 foot.
Exactly.
Exactly 4 foot.
Uh-huh.
And I was like drooling, going, that's precision.
Uh-huh.
In rock and dirt and shit, that is precision. Yep. You got my attention, buddy.
Hey, Anthony.
Oh,
Hi,
tell Anthony get on
Steam.
Steam.
Yeah. We're chatting on Steam, Anthony.
Yeah, I've been around, but it's not in the roundabout crowds that you run around in. But anyway, that's enough reminiscing. Get me to missing bridges.
Well, I still remember the interview before I actually met George Sumner. There was the interview was in this big, stadium type of thing, and
yeah,
he goes down. The guy asked him to hit one of the low notes. Oh my God! Just rattled my bones. Felt like it was shaking, shaking my skeletal frame apart, and he's just doing it with his voice. And it's just like, oh my God. That was just, wow. And I think there's a couple of guys now that are singing that go down below where he could reach.
Does Josh Turner go lower than him?
Yes.
How about the group? Oh God, I can't remember his individual name. Home Free.
Yes.
Wow.
Avi goes lower than him. Josh goes lower than him. And I can't remember the guy on Home Free. Those three, all three of them go 2 notes lower than he could reach.
All I can tell you about the guy in Home Free is about 6 foot tall and has shoulder length brown hair, and has a mustache and a little bit of a chin beard. Other than that,
and he's able to use all 4 low note techniques. There's 4 different techniques to go low, and they have different sound qualities, and he can use all 4.
wow.
And he gets down to, I believe it's either a C or a D0, which is just like, holy fuck, that's low.
Yeah.
You know, the 3 of them. Yeah,
Well,
every time I see a thing coming out, it's always the 3 of them. You know, for competing for low notes, and it's just like, and they keep getting deeper.
Oh yeah, I seen the guy for Home Free. I seen him sit there and go so low that he busted out both their big ass speakers they got. He busted them.
Yeah, he blew the woofers completely. They were at a concert once, and he stepped down low, and you just watch him explode in front of him.
Yeah. And then the guy that sings tenor in their group says, "Well, there goes another set of speakers."
Yeah, their songs need to come with a speaker warning, because he does hit shredding notes.
Oh yeah.
Amazing voice.
But yeah, I love their rendition of the Ring of Fire. I don't know if you've ever heard it from Home Free.
Yep, I've
heard
that.
It's good.
It's really good.
And what I like about it is there's no instruments accompanying them. Their music and their instruments is them making the noise with their mouth.
Yep. Their beatboxer is one of the best in the business.
Yeah.
At least I believe the brother of the guy who started the band.
Could be. Okay, let me check the inventory. I've been sitting here gossiping like a little girl. Oh hell, it's time to go trade it down. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, back up. Oh, run over something. Up and over. Well, I sent Babooski an invite to Skype, since that's his name, Booski. Whatever the hell it is.
Okay.
Let's see, what's his name? Boosky. Boosky. Whatever that is. Knowing him, there's no telling.
There's no telling what his reasoning behind it was.
No.
And I don't want to know.
I don't even remember why I chose the one I chose.
What?
Trice Majestus.
I chose mine because it's my dadgum name. You can't forget it. It's your name. But anywho. Yeah, but I am amazed at Odyssey, because all the big dogs, they're still not doing hardly any videos of it. You catch one every once in a while. But I seen where Astro, instead of doing anything in Odyssey, just took a dadgum SRV of 1,000 or 10,000 whatever up and dropped it onto the planet to see if it'd blow up or not. And I'm like, why are they doing this?
Well, he did that because he had a game bug happen, which had him landed at 1 kilometer in the air.
Yeah.
And so he decided, oh, well, here's a great opportunity to see if an SRV can fly out.
Yep.
And so it's one of those opportunity things. And no, it thought he was on the ground. At an altitude of -1 kilometer.
Wow.
So basically, he was in the planet, but it said he was above it. So
Yeah.
he was completely in a screwed up situation.
Well, it's kind of like mine.
Yep.
Mine said I was above it, but I was actually under it.
Yep. And so how he ended up getting out of it was rather interesting. He deployed the SRV, dismissed the ship, and then blew up his SRV. And that put him in orbit.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, but he was even more dead than you were because he couldn't take off on his ship. It was stuck. It had no controls active.
Well, me too.
Well, you got out by just
Boosting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't even do that.
Well, it works for me, but that don't mean nothing.
Mars tried to do a stream today, and they were trying to do its actual storyline event thing, and the stupid game crashed for no reason, and basically he just stopped the stream like 5 minutes afterwards. So
Where am I? Oh, there I'm going. I had to stop and think where I'm going.
Boy, it takes forever to unload these things.
Yeah.
You at Nano Man?
Yep.
Well, I got smart in with this trader and stuff. I just use Jumponium and just jump every one. Saves me 2 jumps total.
Well, I'm now at 15,000 and climbing. So I'm solidly in the top 25.
You were at 8, right? So
Yeah.
you should be 20 something.
Yeah, well, probably by the time I get done, I will.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm still I'm still got 55 grade 5s left.
Yeah.
Well, we figured it up last night. You can go 12 to 17,000 in a load, depending on how you trade at the material trader before you go back for your last load.
Right.
You can, if you run a good one, you can get 17,770.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Oh yeah. Why do you think I've been jumping up so high?
I've been getting 14 on my better runs, and I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be over 17.
If you use the trader, you will.
Yeah.
If you whatchamacallit, even without the trader, if you just got full on 5s and the 4, you'll get over 10k out of it. You were 8, so
no, if you do it just the 4s and the 5s, you get exactly, I had it wrote down, hang on a minute.
Yeah, I computed it out yesterday. I know exactly how much I should
get. I wrote it down. It was 12,450. Just 4 and 5.
Yep.
But if you just go to the trader, you can up it by 5,000.
just hate it once I get down to, I only have one row of materials left, which means I can only do 300 every time I go around the menus.
Yeah.
Just like, okay. Do, 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 do.
Oh, you're in grade 5. That's 3 for 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30 in grade 5. There's 30 trips through that menu.
Yeah.
Just for shits and grins and do something, I counted. How many trips does it take to empty this?
You have nothing better to do when you're doing this, so.
He said, that explains why y'all sounding so good. Yeah, come on and speak to us. You said if we ever got on Steam, you could come in there and chat if you're at work.
Yeah, he's probably got the Steam client on his phone, which allows him to chat.
Yeah. I sent you an invite.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Oh, my wife brought some more goodies over.
Oh, she's lovely.
Yeah. Well,
Tell her Boggly, where's our goodies?
Yeah.
Well, she brought over the snacks that I use when I'm working.
Oh, yeah.
That way she doesn't eat them.
Oh, well, that's a good reason.
And then she buys them specifically for me sometimes. And so, she takes very good care of me.
Yeah, it's like I got a pecan pie sitting in there. I need to go take care of it in a minute.
Got a what?
Pecan pie. Pecan, whatever you want to call it.
Ah, pecan pie.
Yeah.
Pecan pie. I can't have those anymore.
Why?
Too much sugar.
Really?
Can you eat honey?
In very, very small amounts.
Okay.
I love honey. I wish I could eat it by the bowl.
Well, I was trying to figure out something that you could use besides the sugar, Usually you can substitute
Sugar for honey. Yeah.
Yep.
honey for sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gotten to the point where the pecan pie tastes so sweet that I literally can't stomach it anymore.
Yeah, well, if you use the honey, you use less of it
Yep.
and no sugar, so it probably wouldn't be so sweet to you.
Oh, that may be true. But I'm the only one in the house could eat it then, but...
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Yep. Yeah, it's gotten to the point, we have a family pie recipe that I'm the only one in the current generation that knows how to make. My brother and I are the only ones in the current generation that can actually eat it anymore.
Really?
Yep. It is approximately 800 calories per slice.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's kind of like a cheesecake.
It is a vanilla custard cream pie with a chocolate cookie crust.
Mm.
Oh.
Ooh. That sounds good.
And the particular variant of it that my family makes is the rarer.
It's my pleasure, Commander. It's my pleasure, Commander.
Is the rarer of the varieties of it that you can find on the internet. It's called a Bavarian cream pie.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
yeah,
talking.
I've
That's
heard
that
of
one.
it before.
Yeah, that's the one you gotta let it cook, or ferment or cheese. You got to do something special to it.
Has to set overnight twice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember you talking about that.
Yep. And most of the Bavarian cream pie recipes you see out there are from other
Yeah.
chefs that made a kind of a knockoff of this particular chef's
Oh, okay.
recipe. And what they do is they make a custard pie and put whipped cream over the top of it, which is not what this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the only people who know how to make this pie are ones that are descended from apprentices of a particular chef from France. And I'm lucky enough to have that recipe. I have modified it to make it with other flavorings.
Oh, okay.
Creme de menthe is a favorite. So I can make a lovely creme de menthe pie with this. Can also make it with just about any flavored liquor you want. It's just you have to
talk about steam and Ponda.
Put something like Black House in it.
I don't know what Black House is.
Oh, no?
No.
It's a very unique tasting liquor.
Oh,
I've heard of Black Forest.
yeah.
No, Black House.
But you have to experiment with it. The vanilla, it's 3 teaspoons to properly flavor it. Creme de menthe is a tablespoon.
Okay.
So because you have to overcome, vanilla works with egg. Creme de menthe does not. Coffee liqueur does not. Kahlua does not. So you have to use more of the liqueur. Takes a bit of experimentation. Back when I was, I'd been out of college a few years, I experimented with a bunch of different liqueurs and noted down the changes to the recipe necessary to make them work. The creme de menthe one came out very, very well. I liked that one.
Yeah.
There was one party they had at the apartment I was renting at one point, where one of the people in there decided to throw this big party, and so I made 6 different versions of the pie just to see which ones would go first.
Yeah.
The vanilla went very early. Creme de menthe followed it in second place. I still had coffee left over at the end of the night. Then there's another one that came down from the same chef, which is a chiffon type pie. Most common variant that we had when we were younger was coffee chiffon, but you can do it with anything that you can flavor a gelatin with.
Orange, lemon.
Take anything,
cherry.
Literally anything.
Yeah.
It's basically a whipped cream and gelatin pie.
Yeah.
Much lighter on the calories than the coffee chiffon.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, the Bavarian cream. So it's a much lighter pie.
I usually make a chocolate cheesecake, but it's one of them. It's so rich. It's so rich that even a little sliver of it's almost too much, and it's got a chocolate ganache on top of it and stuff, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, the hard part with the Bavarian cream is it takes 3 days to make and goes bad in 2.
Yeah.
So
So you basically have to have that overnight set the day, overnight to the day of when you plan to start eating it, because
open up a shop.
Wow.
too much work. The amount of work that it takes. No. No.
I see he's now online. Oh, hell.
Yeah, but it says he can't talk over the Steam app on the phone, which is too bad.
But he's ringing me.
Why is he ringing you?
He don't know.
Some of his friends have... Oh, it says you don't have the latest Steam client there, Anthony.
Install a new Steam.
I'll try to invite him. Let's see. I better pay attention. Hell, I'm coming in to land.
At least you don't lose materials when you blow up. So it's all good.
Something just changed.
Yeah.
Hello!
Hey.
We
Yo.
have an Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you could get on here. You just had to work at it.
No, it's just so happened I have my laptop at work.
Well, that's good.
I never
It
took my
said-
laptop.
It said at your phone that you needed to upload the newest client.
You know what? I'm gonna check that out. I
It
need to
says
find
the
out about the
person you're
cell
trying
phone.
to invite seems to need a new, upload the
Yeah, I'll look-
latest client.
Yeah, I'll check it out. See if my cell phone is up to date.
But at least now we can talk to you. Hey, get in here,
Oh,
man.
yeah. What?
25.
Yeah, there's a lot
20
of credits to earn.
Top 25 is close to $1 billion now.
You talk about the credits that you're gonna get?
Yeah.
Dang.
Top 10 commanders, $2 billion. Top 10% is $1,400,000,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's gotten up there.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna chase the credits, but I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Can't with a clear conscience turn that down. Not when I'm 2 loads away from it.
Price. When I turned on the stream and started listening to the stream tonight,
Yep.
Yeah.
y'all was sounding, all of y'all was crystal clear. I was like, what's going on? Why is they so crystal clear this time? And when y'all said Steam, I said, oh, no wonder.
Yep.
Well, we're logging in and out so much that
Yeah.
we did what you and I did the other night.
Right.
That you snored in my ear.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, we had a good laugh at it later.
Yeah.
You might have thought it
I
was
was
funny,
gone.
but I thought that there was aliens around me there for a minute. It's like, Jesus.
Liz said,
Yeah,
hey, it scared the heck out of me. Woke right up. Like, huh?
the other thing I like about going through Steam is it doesn't clip the high and low as much as the radio algorithm on Elite does.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't?
Not even it.
It don't
I'll
do
have
that.
to.
It's much truer sound going through.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
the Elite
Well,
Dangerous one has more of a walkie-talkie like sound. to
Yeah.
it.
Tinny.
I think it was done like that intentionally.
Yes, it
Yeah,
You
was.
gotta make it sound like a radio.
Mm-hmm. I guess
But
it's for the immersion of the game.
But
Yep.
even now, on Elite, listening to Philip, some of his words I wasn't understanding.
Mm-hmm.
But since we're on Steam, he's so much clearer that I can understand what the hell he's saying now.
Oh yeah, all three y'all clear.
Yeah.
Very clear. And it's coming out real clear on the stream too on YouTube.
Well, that's
That's
good.
good.
Maybe I'll stick
That's
with
good.
this.
Yeah.
The cool thing I love about this is if one of us was on, like, you know how I might be on, I might not be on. But
Right.
sometimes I get on and I'm playing and Yella might be playing. He might be in the wing. But I can't talk to y'all if I'm not in the wing.
Yeah.
So
Right, but you can hear.
on Steam I can talk. Yeah. Even though
Yeah.
I'm not in the wing and doing my own thing, I can still talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem
Yeah,
we
that's what I
run
like
into
about
is
the
like with
Steam.
Cody or someone like that who's only, only in through the game.
Say that again.
It's
Cody.
It's like with Cody or one of the other guys that's only on in through. They're not on through
Epic
Steam.
or whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, all he has to do is get a Steam
Yeah.
account because Trace is.
Yeah.
He's doing Trace while he's doing the duck, so.
Y'all know I don't play Elite Dangerous on Steam. I play it through the launcher. And me and Lynn, we talking to each other on Steam while I'm still playing Elite Dangerous in my launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got my Steam client up in the background.
Yeah, you need to get a little
doing.
closer to your. You need to get a little closer to your mic, though. You sound like you're in the back hall
Yeah,
talking
it
to
sounded
somebody.
like he was walking away from his phone.
Yeah, he probably
laptop
was.
or whatnot.
He probably was. You know
Of course
how
he
I
was.
am.
He was working.
Yeah, he's working and talking, and we're just following him around the damn room like we know what the hell we're doing.
Yeah.
Where's he going now?
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, and not only that, but if one of us crashes,
Yeah.
well, we haven't
to
lost.
break it.
Yeah, well, not only that, but we haven't
You can
lost
still talk.
communications. You can talk and tell them, "Hey, I'm over here," or "I crashed," or.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as my entire PC doesn't lock up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
like you
that
do.
has happened, what, twice already to you?
A lot of times. Although it's gotten better since I got the new Razer application. Because there's a Razer app that when you go into a game unloads all non-game related executables.
Okay.
To free up as much memory and space on your graphics card as possible. And it hasn't crashed since I started running that.
Okay.
I've had some yellow sidewinders or whatever, the Elite specific stuff.
Yeah.
I've had OBS Studio drop out its codecs a couple of times.
I'm just wondering if this is any easier on your computer not going through Elite.
It might be.
Because Joe and Jordan was telling, because he went through Discord, and he was talking about, because he had an older computer, and he said, I can talk to you on Discord and everything, but he said, when we get in Elite and I start talking to you, he said, everything gets choppy on the screen. So I'm just wondering if that doesn't have it, because when we disconnected, everything went back to normal.
Yeah, so it
I
might
don't
be.
know.
Yeah, it might be Steam has a problem with its voice thing in that way.
No, we were talking on Steam.
Right.
Instead of Elite. Yeah.
Elite.
Right. Elite may have a problem in its voice system.
Okay. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
All I know is that when we wing up with each other, we'll have to mute each other on Elite, or else we'll hear everybody's echo.
Everybody, so what is? You hear everybody's what?
Echo.
if we get Echo, if we all are winged up, which we're not because we're all playing solo because of the CG.
Yeah.
Oh no! If you ring up, all you got to do is just mute your mics on it, in game.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We have
Yes,
to
that's
remember to
what
mute.
she's saying.
You can actually disable voice in wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
And
only
just-
problem
just
is
use
that
Steam.
if we've got somebody like Cody on there who won't be in Steam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. We have to leave
he
his
don't
mic
ha-
open.
You don't have Steam?
I don't know
No,
whether
he's
he
got
does.
Epic.
He may be Epic.
Well, I don't know if it's old
No,
account with Steam or not.
Remember, you can still get Steam and just create an
Right.
account. You don't have to have not one
Yeah.
game in it, and
That's
click
true.
your friends and everything.
That's true.
Because while we've been here talking, and I've been here on the computer at work, I didn't have Steam on my laptop just 10 minutes ago. I just downloaded
Yeah, it don't
right
take
then.
long.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, it don't
Yeah.
take long. But I like it because everybody's voices is so clear.
Oh yeah,
And you
can hear
don't
me
have
snore.
that.
Yeah, that's why Lynn could hear me snore like I was next to her.
I actually thought you were an alien. I mean, if you could have seen me in this SRV looking around in the turret trying to see where the noise was coming from, I was like, what is that? What the hell is that sound? And then all of a sudden you went, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, it was me.
yeah, it's like, oh my God.
But just 2 nights before that night, I was over at my other computer, just downloading a movie. I was looking at the screen, and the
Yeah.
only thing I know, next thing I bust my head up against the daggone desk, cause I fell asleep and went flying forward.
Bam!
I broke
Talking about,
a couple of keyboards doing that mess.
well, I guess the saying is actually true. It's not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop.
I ain't lying. This is a sudden stop. Startled the heck out of you.
Alrighty, the last 300.
Are you out here on the planet?
No, I just turned in my last 300 unusual encrypted
Yeah.
files.
Yeah, it takes forever to do that. So.
Oh, hell. So
Well,
does
I'm
that make your
almost
first
done.
run?
That's it. That's
One run. An hour and a half, one run.
This is my second run.
well, technically 2 because I did the first run I just did right to the
Planet.
to the Dia whatever one that's
Yeah, the
nearby,
trader.
the trader, and then I went back and finished filling up.
Okay.
And so between one run to the trader and a second run to fill, I now have in the top 25%,
Woohoo! 900 million.
25,215 tons.
I take that back at 648 million.
648 million, yeah. So
Yeah, but that's going to be like 1.2 bill by the time this event's done.
yeah,
We got 4 days and they've crossed over tier 6.
Yep.
So it would not surprise me that this doesn't go to where top 10 commanders get 4 billion.
Right. I don't think I'm going to make top 10 commanders, but tomorrow night I will undoubtedly be in the top 10%.
That's 1,400,000,000.
I think I'm going to go for the top 10 tomorrow. I'm going to make a run for it.
Yeah.
This load right here that I'm loading up on, that I'm finishing, I've already been to material trader. So when I fill up here, I'll go to Nano Man. This here will put me within 2,000 of being in the top 10 commanders.
Yeah. Over at RIA, I've got 11,361, which puts me around.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, that's the top end of the top 25%. So that's good over there.
Yeah.
And that was in one run last night, or part of a
Yeah.
run from last night.
Yeah. I'm sure glad that one over there ain't popping as good as this one here, or we'd be running our dog legs off.
Oh God, I'd
Yeah.
have to choose one.
Yeah. But I'm watching
Me
it.
and Lynn would never get to the top 10, but we would probably try to do top 10% on each, if that were the case.
If you could get comfortable in the middle of the top 10 commanders,
Yeah.
and just continue to do 3 or 4 loads a day, I think you could stay there.
You think?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just got to get there and then get to the half point or above the half point and then continue to do what you've been doing.
Mm.
Because there is so much of a gap between the top of the top 10 and the bottom of the top 10. There's lots of wiggle room.
Space. Okay. I'm surprised.
All right, let me hit the refresh
I
button.
think, what is it, 222,000 is the high?
God damn it!
Yeah, there's lots of wiggle room.
God. That's almost 100K wiggle room.
There's 90K wiggle room between the number 10 and number 1.
Right. So if you could get to the middle or the top 0.75% and hang that position,
you're good.
Yeah. Now, if it starts narrowing,
then you have to worry. Yeah.
And now that we figure out how to make the most out of air load, I've got a shot to stay there.
So yeah, it's, putting in 17,000 and change per night. I can get into the top 10%, but I'm never going to get into the top 10.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this one here will be my second load. And I put in 17, and I put in 17 here, so that's what is it, 34? And then if I do one more load, that's over
51.
Yeah.
I'm more awake tonight. Yes, I can do that kind of math in my head relatively quickly.
Well, last night, between carpal tunnels and going around in circles, my brain was kind of dizzy. But I just kept sitting there thinking, there's a way. They found a way. There's a way. There's no way that people can go out here and just do it like we're doing it and make those freaking numbers. There's no way. Because it doesn't matter what size ship. It doesn't matter your jump range. Well, I guess it would matter a little bit, but they could blow up here and go back.
Yeah.
And the numbers wasn't adding up. And it's like, how are they doing it? But I think last night that one we worked out, that's the most optimal one so far.
You talking about how to turn it into all these materials? Is that what you're asking?
How to gather them up and place them in that material. You tell it, Tracy, better than I am.
Basically, the speed at which this was going up indicated that somebody had found a loophole somehow.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of trading down they doing.
Trading down, yep, but not trading across.
Yes, but they were trading across.
Right, but here's what they're doing. They don't mean they traded all of these different materials. They might be concentrated on the lowest one. Which one is the lowest one?
No, what they're doing
They're all tier 5. I mean, they're all
tier 1.
Are they all
on the
Are they all grade 5s?
Well, no, we're picking up all grade 5s, but the community goal is all for grade 1s.
Oh, no. I take it
Right.
back. We have a grade 5, a grade 4, a grade 3, and a grade 2
Right.
that we turn in.
Okay. And the eases, okay, these are all what? These are manufactured materials.
No, it's
No,
data.
no,
No,
the
these are
data.
these are encoded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, everybody's eating up Jameson.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when we first started,
That's why we're in solo.
when we first started, all we could pull out of Jameson was 2,000 to 4,000 a trip.
A trip.
Yeah, because we were doing two.
So now
to do
we
it
got
faster. We were spreading across all 4 turn-ins.
right,
Yeah,
and we should have
wasting all
concentrated
that
on.
data.
We should have concentrated on the one, and then a couple other ones just to empty out the bins. And now we got it from 4,000 to 17,770
Mm-hmm. Every
So-
time you turn in.
Right.
every time we turn in.
Which is about 2 hours
These
for
guys-
me.
Okay. These guys are doing it constantly though. All day long.
Some people have time on their hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The people who
Exactly.
have 200,000, yeah. That's
Oh yeah.
insane.
Either that or they knew the trick before we did.
Mm-hmm.
If I'd have known the trick the first night we started out, I could have been up there close to 200,000. Just with what I've done.
Or if they had.
Right, because you get all your materials and then you trade them all down.
Or if Isidore
Straight in the line.
Huh?
If
Straight in the
Isidore-
line. I
yeah,
don't.
Straighten the line down.
Yeah.
Oh, straight line. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you stay in the same type. But
Ooh, I'm getting close.
If Isidore-
79,461.
if Isidore hadn't been nerfed, Isidore would have been the place that everybody was going.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see.
that gives mostly 5s and 4s.
Mostly 5s and 4s and
Mhm.
across a broad spectrum in a very
Yep.
short period of time when it was
Yeah.
working. It was far more, maybe 5 times more efficient than the Jameson site.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the fact you just keep on going and fill up everything.
Well,
Okay,
Not
the
just
simple.
the one row.
Now that's where I would see that the courier could come in good. You stop at Isidore, fill up what you can there. Come to Jameson, fill up what you can there, and then go. Yeah, you could do it. But the first night, because I was loaded with data all the way across all four or five columns, all the way across from grade 1 to 5, they were all full. I turned in
Mm-hmm.
10,000 at point A or Nanoman, and then 13,000 over at the other one.
Over at Rhea, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last
So-
night, I between what I had on me and what I farmed last night, I've had 8,000 at Nanomem and 11,000 and change at Rhea.
Damn near 20,000. Yeah.
Yeah. And
This is hilarious. If someone drops just one piece of data in here in this CG, they'll get 7 mil.
Mm-hmm.
That's
funny.
insane.
That's the reason why I told you guys that Odyssey must be really, 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 really broke.
Mhm.
And they're trying to keep us pacified in Horizons.
I kind of really wanted to go to Odyssey too, but hey, not anymore. I'm fine here, making billions.
See you May 19th.
Well, no, I'm probably not going in when it comes out.
Well,
I'm going to wait at least a week.
I'll go in and I'll tell
you know as well
what's
as
up.
you know what I meant.
Yeah.
I'll
that's
think
when
about
it's
going in.
released. Yeah.
I may wait a week. I may wait a month, but I'm not going to go deal with all the initial bugs that thing is going to have.
Well, if there's a problem, we could always come back to Horizons.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like once we once we install Odyssey, we're stuck with Odyssey. No, they're separate entities.
Yep.
Still don't matter.
Yeah.
If you download Odyssey, whatever your character is what it's going to be. So you might as well beef this character up before you go to Odyssey.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know.
Well, we got to do a character creation again.
No.
Well,
No,
no, but I don't think after it's said and done, when you launch into Odyssey, what you do in Horizons after that won't have any bearing on Odyssey.
No, it will.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
How?
It's a consistent save file. Like how it was with Horizons. You
Yep.
didn't need to. You could switch between each of them, and it doesn't corrupt your save file or anything. Doesn't require a second save file. Nothing. It's just you won't have access to the stuff you unlocked in Horizons if you went to base elite, and you'll only get it back once you go back into Horizons. It's
Well, that's
still
all-
in the save file. It's
What are you
still
saying,
there.
wonderful. That's all wonderful, but we all know that what Elite plans doesn't always come to fruition.
Well, they've committed
Well-
to it being the same database.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I know
same
it.
thing like Lynn, that we got Elite Dangerous and then we got Elite Dangerous Horizons. I can log into either one, and everything's the same except one of them I can't land on planets and one of them I can.
Well, you guys have got one better than me because when I do that, I have a choice of Elite of Dangerous Horizons, Elite of Dangerous Odyssey, the Arena, and Combat.
Yeah, I remember
Training.
you.
That's all
Yeah, I
I got.
remember you saying that. In my launch, I got
Well,
Elite
now
Dangerous.
Elite and Horizons are the same game because they combined
That's true.
them.
But still on my launcher, it says Elite Dangerous Vanilla. And then
Yeah,
it's got
it's
Horizon.
same here. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
yeah, I know. On the
Well, I
Steam
don't.
launcher, it says that.
Mm-hmm. As
Well,
a matter of
mine
fact,
don't.
I got stuck on a planet one time, Lynn.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. You lodged in the other one and got off of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, in the
Yep.
No, in the SRV, I got stuck. I could not
That's
get
how
out
people
this canyon
fix-
I was in.
That's how people bypass all the Horizon bugs.
Mm-hmm.
If they hit
So-
a bug, they just step into base elite, load in base elite, and they're in orbit all of a sudden.
Well,
Yeah,
the problem
and
is that I don't have Elite Vanilla.
Yeah. And the SRV was all in the bay and everything.
Mm.
Because I was stuck in a canyon on a planet way out there, and it was like I could not get out of it. So I logged out and logged back into regular Elite Dangerous, and then I spawned it out in space. And then I logged out and logged back in. Now I was back in Horizons, except I was on my ship and my SRV was in the bay.
I had a friend of mine get her
Mhm.
SRV stuck in a canyon, and her husband had an anaconda, and he flew down in the
Did he?
canyon. And she jumped on the top of it, and then he just eased her up until
Oh,
she got close
yeah.
enough to where she could boost to the bank.
Oh, that was great.
That's cool.
That's what I call immersion there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The canyon I got stuck in, I was on Distance World 2. And,
Oh no!
oh yeah, I was out there, and
You probably run
No
around there with
one's
traits
helping you.
then.
I landed down on a pretty planet, and I was riding around in the dark, and I had my headlights on, but I didn't have my night vision on,
Oops.
and I was getting it, and the ground was just as smooth, and all of a sudden I went off a
And it
cliff, and I was like, oh
disappeared.
shoot! No,
Wait,
I went
where
there,
did the ground go?
Yeah, I look, I went right into a canyon, and I was like, and I mean, I felt like I was falling forever before I hit the bottom of it. And I was like, oh crap, how am I supposed to get out of here?
And the terrain, the Odyssey change is going to end up deleting it, but I actually found a canyon. I have it
Mhm.
bookmarked that goes
Mhm.
all the way to the core of the planet. It's insane.
Whoa. Oh
Yeah.
man,
It's crazy deep.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Odyssey terrain changes will reset all the terrain, so that's gone. But
Mhm.
maybe it's going to make it's going to make more interesting places pop up more commonly.
Yeah.
Well, we can hope. I mean, hell, the engineer bases didn't even render right. Their landing pads are underneath the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Odyssey is gonna change some stuff. Everybody got to go back. I think we have to go out and find everything back over again.
Well, yeah,
No,
that's the
I
reason
don't-
why. That's the reason why I'm making sure that before I leave Horizons, I'm full.
Yeah, they were saying Jameson might be different. Dav's Hope going to still be on. All of them will still be on the same planets. It's just the terrain is going to be different.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They're all going to be on the same planets and generally in the same area, but they might be slightly moved around because of the terrain changes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like another planet.
I gotta go find that.
No.
Crash
Elite doesn't make things end up like on the totally different place. Like how you they don't pull a you, they don't pull a Lin.
Excuse me, the engineer bases in Alpha is under the ground where you cannot get to them.
Yes, they're bugged, but they're in the same spot basically.
Well, there's lots of things that's not in the same spot because a lot of commanders have gone out there looking in the bubble that they got us stuck in that they know where stuff is, and it's not there no more.
Well, anyway.
What are we, a quarter of the way to tier 7?
Yeah, something like that.
Not even like 10 or 15%.
Well, just looking at the line is what I'm going by. It looks like it's about a quarter.
And it's like 10 or 15%. It looks like me.
Wait a minute, did they add tiers?
Yeah, they added
all the way up to 8.
They added lots of tiers. There were only 5 tiers originally.
If they hadn't, we'd have had this thing finished yesterday.
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess everybody caught them so fast they went on and expanded them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sadly. It'd be nice to be able to do something else.
This means more credits. This does mean more credits.
Well, I actually would rather it was over and be able to go off and continue with the Guardian stuff we were doing.
Well, we have the rest of the month to do that.
Well, no, they'll come up with something else. They come up with a new one every week.
Yeah, that's true. That's something I don't like. Give us some breathing room between CGs. God damn it.
I think they did this because their Phase 4 and Odyssey screwed up. And so they wanted to pacify us and keep us busy doing something else while they tried to fix the problem. Because, I mean, Obsidian Ant, Astro, Exigeous, Hawks, Burr Pit, Plater, they're not making the videos they once was on Odyssey. They backed plumb out of it and doing something else.
Yep.
And how do you take the commander's attention off of Odyssey?
Yeah.
Put a CG where they can make $1 billion or $2 billion credits by just gathering data.
Yeah.
And that basically did it. It's like a laser light. It's like a laser light with a cat.
Everybody went bye-bye. Yep, everybody went bye-bye to Odyssey.
Uh-huh.
I really like what they did with the flat cannons.
At any rate,
go on, Fred.
I well past my bedtime. I have to get up at a reasonable hour tomorrow to continue working on the house. So I'm actually going to call it here. Oh, yeah, well, I can't work. Yeah, I can't work on the house during the week because I'm working for work all day long. I'm not retired. I work for a living.
I wonder what time is Lynn.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll pick this up here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. as usual. For those of you who came along on the stream tonight, it was great having you all along. Camille, thank you for joining us in. Joining us in the chat.
Hi, Camille.
Yes, Camille.
Yeah,
I must have been going around and around and around and didn't see him.
No, he popped in right near the beginning. And I think he's
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Camille.
I said hi to him when he came on.
Oh, I didn't hear you say hi.
I don't think you were in the voice chat yet.
Oh, we were in stream, or we were in Steam. Excuse me. That's the reason why we didn't hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In any case, and Anthony, thank you for joining us both in the regular chat and in the voice channel.
Okay.
I may actually have to put up a Discord channel. That would be funny to have a Discord voice channel. Who knows who?
Well, that way we could share. You can share your screens. The ones that don't YouTube, you can share your screens and show them what you're looking at. It depends on whether your computer can run it or not at the same time as everything else.
I don't think his computer's going to be able to run all these chats at the same time and delete.
Didn't you run Discord, Elite, and your YouTube channel when we were going to Colonia?
The Discord is running on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
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 Never mind the fact he uses the eye tractor. He's running OBS. He's
Well, he was doing the same thing when we were going to Colonia. I remember him being on Discord too. So.
Yeah, and it's just Discord is running on. I've got the network bandwidth. I've got a gigabyte network here, and I've got a 50 megabyte connection. So.
Computer.
It's just the graphics card on this computer just can't quite handle all of that. Need an upgrade.
I think you need a whole new computer at this point.
Well, if I get an upgraded graphics card, it can't go in this computer. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, I've been having some BIOS and memory problems on this computer anyway, so I'm overdue for a new one. I figured you'd still be here. You usually stick around the whole night, Camille, and I do appreciate that.
Yes, and I apologize for not saying hello, Camille.
Yeah, sorry, Camille.
Hello, Camille.
Thank you guys for joining me in the internal chat. I would say wing, except we were all in solo tonight. Pseudo wing. So
plan.
We will pick this up again. Hopefully, I'll be closer to the regular 8 o'clock time. Depends on what happens in real life and how quickly I can get down out of the attic and washed up, because I don't want to be sitting in my chair with fiberglass sticking in me all night long.
No.
So we'll pick this up again up 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night, right back here in the Community Goal. That's all for now. This is Trace Majestus, flying as Commander McDuff Darkwing, signing out.